Okay, let's do this. I've tons of things to say, and I'm just gonna speak my mind. I've been procrastinating for last 3 months to make this video. I've been thinking about making this video since around November. The last time I made a life update video was on September, where I talked about I can't work like those 12 hours, 15 hours days like most um, big successful entrepreneurs and online creators talk about. I'm unable to do that. I realized I'm unable to do that, and I'll explain it. I think I explained it in the last video, but I'm going to take another shot at it. So I used to think that I work a lot, and then I started using a productivity software named Rise, which shows you how much you are working per day. And I started using the software to track what I'm doing. And I quickly realized that I work around 3-4 hours a day. If I really push it, maybe it gets to 6-7 hours. But I can't. It was very shocking to me. So, yeah. Um, it really broke me in some ways, or really shifted my beliefs about everything, a lot of things in many ways, especially in terms of productivity. um, yeah, um, it affected me a lot. So I'll start from there maybe. In in d- so in July, the revolution happened in my country, Bangladesh, in July 2024, and during the whole period couldn't work. It was too I really couldn't work the whole time because there's too much thing going on. Like, you are in a revolution. How are you how can you like put your mind into it and work when people are dying around you, and there's like chaos all over the country around you? And it was like terrific, like t- terrible. Sorry, not terrific, terrible. So the shift in my um, the shift in my work life started to happen during that time in July. So we hit like 10K per month in around March, April 2024. I was really hyped. I was working a lot, and then in July I started to not work. In September, around September, October, during that time, a big shift happened. I was in in like in a mosque in my area, and I will in Juma, and I was listening to the khutbah, and all of a sudden, like, something clicked, and I realized that, hey, I'm gonna die, and all of this is just a facade, and this whole journey is gonna end. And right at that moment, like, my from my brain to like up to my stomach, I felt a powerful like vibration, like it absolutely fucking shaked me, physically shaked me, and I became so terrified. And the reason is because I always, since my psychological rebirth, when I was around 17 or 18 or 19, let's say in around 2017, 16, that's when I was reborn psychologically. Obviously, I was reborn, and since then, I like got into self improvement and everything. And since then, I always looked at life as a level up, like leveling up, leveling up, leveling up. First, I started as a freelancer, then I got a job, then I got a better job, then I started my business, and I scaled my business to 10K per month. I built a team. So it was always a game. I always looked at it as a game, like leveling up on the game. And I realized that, hey, this game is gonna end Like there's no leveling up after you die, and all of this is just a like fake perception and everything. Like all of, how does all of this make sense? So more so, it was a like a existential crisis. Um, a lot of people go through it. Maybe a lot of people go through it in midlife. I went through it pretty early, and it really shook me. So during the time around October, November, I couldn't work. And like it started in July, then in September, October, November, maybe around that time, I really couldn't work. Like I was like, what the? I did work. I just did some like management, like just um, bare level work, uh, just to be afloat. I wasn't trying that hard. I wasn't even trying. I was just doing things and like I needed to do to keep my business afloat, but I wasn't really trying to push my business to grow my business because I couldn't find the motivation. Like, why am I doing all of this if all of this has no meaning or has no like, like, what's the reason? What's the ultimate outcome of it? Still to this day, I'm not 100% sure. I still look at it as a game, just trying to level up, doing something. Because what else there's to do? Yes, there's a lot of religious things you can do, but apart from that, what else can you do? I like traveling, but I'm not going to travel every day, every month, because that's very exhausting. And like you have to play some sort of game. This is a fun game that I like to do. That's why I'm playing it. So going back to the topic, during October, November, it was very like down. I had no motivation, nothing. I was like meh. I just meh, whatever, just floating, going with the flow, and being very anxious at times. Like I couldn't. And during that time, I started smoking again. I quit smoking earlier this year when after we hit 10K per month, because I promised my would-be wife that I'm gonna quit. I promised her that I'm gonna quit smoking when we hit 10K per month, and I did quit. I did quit smoking, but when I got into that existential crisis, I was like, man, this is too stressful. Maybe smoking would give me some relief or something, because I had fucking nothing. Like I couldn't enjoy. I couldn't enjoy. This is the case still to some. This is the case still to some extent. I couldn't enjoy a really nice conversation with someone, or I could, especially with my family and also my friends. Like I'd be having a really nice conversation, having fun with them, and I realize, hey, we're gonna die, and this is just temporary. All of this is gonna fade away, and we're gonna just die and vanish. And that was super painful. So I couldn't enjoy anything. It was all everything felt like very temporary, very, and this thinking or this belief has set into me pretty deeply at the moment. Everything I see, I'm like, this is temporary. This is gonna, even like people are so people want to go to abroad, go to a better country for so bad. They really want to do it, and I'm like, yeah, but what's the fucking point? You're gonna die regardless. Like even if you live there or here, it doesn't matter. You have only a few years, and then you're gonna die. It's just temporary. Right now I look at it like you are going to a um, you are going to a relative's house, more like a guest. Yeah, you are going to someone's place as a guest. You are just gonna live there for a few days, for a very short amount of time, and it doesn't really like it does matter in some sense. But when you go to visit someone, it's not like if you have something that's bothering you. It's a guest place. You're just gonna leave it after a few days. Similar to life, you're just here for a very temporary time, very short, like few years. I mean 40, 50, 60 years, but that's gonna just fly by, especially when you're getting older. So So I started smoking again, and I still smoke to this day. It's been a few months, but I hope I'm no. I don't hope. I know I'm gonna quit again. Just a quick update about that side, like health. I was getting overweight. I was eating everything and anything I wanted to eat. I was the most like I was the heaviest just 2 months ago. It was like 82 kg. I went to a doctor because I had some similar issues like low, like because especially for these reasons, psychological reasons, and also a few physical reasons like stomach pain and everything. I went to the doctor hoping that something might be wrong with my body, hormones, blood, or anything. I went to the doctor and I felt like, hey, maybe I'm genuinely overweight. So I started doing a 1 meal a day diet, and I lost around like 9 kgs in like a month, and that really gave me confidence boost. Now I feel like I would obviously Allah knows better. Allah is the decision maker here, but I feel like I would never be overweight, like seriously overweight or obese, because I can't just tolerate myself being like that. I'll do anything to get just be fit. Maybe I'll be like a bit fat, like this, like I don't want to give it like a few like um, body fat, especially in the chest and belly area. But I don't think I'd be like I'd ever be obese or like super fat in the future, in any given time in the future of my life. So that's another update. This was something I was really proud of that I did, like lost around 9 kgs, got fit or lost weight like in just a month or so. So going back to November, December. Um, so at that time I was really down, unmotivated, low confidence, no urge to do anything. And then obviously that affected my business. I slowly our so our oh yeah, a few other updates here before I go to get into business. So obviously this is a new space. We this is a new space since the last video. Um, we got into this office in around October, November, maybe September, around that time. The day we decided to do, the day we decided to move into this office, three of us, me, Rajat, and Joy. Joy just had a call confirming that he got his Canada visa, so he was leaving us like in 2 weeks. But then something like he managed it and he postponed it for 3 months. Then he got married, and during that time we separated our business. Like we're three partners. Then he decided to move abroad to Canada, so he had to go there, start his new life, new career, because I'm not sure how much I talked about it in the previous video, but our partnership wasn't working really, because it was working in one sense, but it was not most fruitful, because SEO wasn't picking up even after we tried 18 or 20 months. SEO was still like a very small percentage of our business revenue, so we didn't know what to do about it. It was very painful. I'm not sure how much we talked about it, but it was very painful. It was very, 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 very painful, because Joy was trying his best and it wasn't clicking, and we didn't know what to do about it. So, yeah, I'm not sure how much I want to talk about it, but yeah. Anyways, so the day we decided to move into this office was the day Joy got his visa confirmation. Then we moved into this office, and the other office was pretty cool, but this office is more gives a more corporate vibe. I just yesterday I recorded a video around this block, around this like building, showing the office, a quick selfie video. I'm gonna upload it on the channel for future references. So during the time we broke our partnership, Rajat and I continued building Think Big brands. Roger Joy got married in, I think, in November, December, in November, early November, I think. And then he left for um, Canada in December. That was pretty fun time, good times. We went to a bachelor party and had a lot of fun. That was amazing. So getting into business, as I said, I didn't work that much, and obviously it affected my business. I wasn't motivated and anything, and it reflected on my business. Our business didn't grow for a very long period of time. We hit 10K in uh, March or April. The highest we went when Joy was here was around 15 or 16K, but after Joy left, we are still around like 12K, 13, 14K, something like that, for almost now 10 months. And I realized that a couple of months ago, maybe 3 months. Oh, right now it's February 2024. I should have said that at the starting of the video. Anyways, wow, it's just February, but November, December feels like so long ago. Maybe I'm messing up the timeline a bit. I'm not 100% sure, but the things that happened are true regardless of the timeline. So I realized maybe for 3 months ago, I'm not gonna be too accurate with the timelines, but I realized that our business is not growing and we have been stuck in the 10K per month range. We never hit under 10K. We're always above 10K, in between 10 to 13K. And I realized that we're not growing, and it's because we became comfortable. Like, things are happening, like we're doing 10K per month, that's all right. We're too comfortable. We had goals like when to hit 20K, 30K, and everything, but it wasn't reflecting in our behaviors, in our work. So I realized that, and I felt like something needed to be changed, but I don't know. I didn't know what to do because we were trying um, different things to grow the business. We made a lot of choices, or should I say, we made a lot of decisions, thinking the business would grow, but nothing was really working. Nothing was clicking. So yeah. Um, so in November, yeah, at the end of November, we had the yearly event of our company, where we brought all of our team member in one place. We had a really nice event where we gave away a MacBook Air 13-inch to one employee who was the star performer of the year, Nilufar Apu, and then we gave away cash prizes to two other guys, second place and third place, like star performer. After that event, one guy came to our office. He was a friend of one of our team member, and they were trying to build their own agency, like really, especially the guy. Should I tell his name? I'll skip the name for now. So the friend of my team member, he was super fucking dedicated to do it. He was here for 2 hours. He continuously asked me question like how do you do this, how do you do this, how do you do that, how do you do that, how to reply this, how to do that, like what to do next. He was continuously asking me questions, and I was happy and pleased to help him out, like give him direction, give him some answers to how to start and get first few clients. um, and it was inspiring to me because he was trying really really hard, and he was creative, he had the skills, he just didn't have the right direction. And I try to help as much as I can. And the thing that I noticed was he was really struggling. He was putting in the work. More especially, he was sacrificing his time, his hobbies, or important things to him. He was sacrificing those to get what he wants, and that was really like inspiring to me to see it in others. And then fast forward a couple of weeks, he got like six clients in a span of 7 to 10 days, and I was really happy, really glad to see that is finally clicking it for him. And I realized, hey, um, we are not growing. We want to grow really badly. Maybe the thing that's stopping us is sacrifice, because when we got started, all of us made some sort of sacrifice and it worked. Joy sold his only phone to get a laptop. Roger sold something important to him or used it life saving to buy computer to learn a skill, video editing. I sacrificed a good job to get a better job. Then I sacrificed a better job to start my freelancing career. Now, those weren't big sacrifices, but what I sacrificed was time. I was working at my last job from 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. I only had the morning, and I used to work during the time. I could have easily sat down, enjoyed myself, or other things. But I put in the effort, put in the time to work, to learn a new skill. Also, before the first job, yeah, I also something that was really important to me. The shift was like night shift on my last job, and of my friends used to hang out during the night, so I used to miss all of those. Missed all of the friends time, not all of them, but most of the friends time during those 18 or 20 months I was in there. So I also made sacrifices, keeping it short. All three of us made the sacrifices to get here, but now we are comfortable and we're just not growing. So I realized that, hey, we have to make sacrifices again. To get to the next level, we have to make sacrifices. I decided that I'm gonna sacrifice what's most valuable to me, which was family, spending time with family. And I decided that I'm gonna do it because that's the most painful thing I can do at the moment. Oh yeah, I also sacrificed. Last time I sacrificed going to the gym. Right now I get visions like I really want to go to the gym, do some bench presses, work out my arms and everything. Maybe I'll go after a few weeks, but I always wanted to go to the gym, work out. But if I worked out, I didn't have enough energy to work out. So in 2023, I was working out and I noticed I don't have enough energy to work out I don't get enough energy to work if I put all of my energy into working out. So I decided, hey, I'm going to stop working out and put all of the effort and time and physical energy into my business. That was a genuine sacrifice for me because, as I said, I really want fitness is something I'm really passionate about. I can't spend much time into it right now, but it's something I'm passionate about. I sacrificed that. So, anyways, coming back to it, so I decided this time I'm gonna sacrifice what's most valuable to me, which is spending time with my family. So I decided I'm gonna do that, and the reason family is because, as I told earlier, I realized we're gonna die, and all of this is temporary. So it gave me more love, more affection toward my close ones, especially my father. So I realized he's gonna be he's not gonna be with us ever after, maybe if we are lucky, maybe a few years. Like once he's gone, I'm never gonna be able to see him. That's what something crazy about your loved ones dying. Like you don't ever see them again. Maybe you have pictures and videos, but you don't ever see them again, which is very hurting. So that's the reason family became very important, very valuable, very cherished and loved thing in my life, and I decided to sacrifice it to grow my business. and the reason is because I always right after evening I used to get the urge to go back home, stay in my room or my house, spend time with my family, with my sisters, with my father, just take it all in. But if I go back home and spend time with them right after evening, like there are a few hours I can work. And I realize I have to sacrifice those time so that I can get back those time to put into the business so the business can grow. And metaphysically, the importance is much higher. You have to sacrifice something to get what you want. It's not even about the time and the obviously it's a big factor, but it's also about sacrificing something really important so you get what you want. As I'm recording all of this, I'm not sure how much I'm gonna watch it later on, but I would like to keep them so I can review them maybe later on. Anyways, অমিত দরজাটা লাগাও না, দরজাটা লাগাও, দরজা লাগাইও তুমি, তাই নাইলে না এসি চলের। So I decided I'm gonna sacrifice my time with my family, and then I thought, hey, Rajat also has to make some sacrifices because it's his business too. Not in a bad sense, like it's both of our businesses. If we both want something, both of us have to make sacrifices, and it has to be something big because the bigger the desire, the bigger the sacrifice. So I told him, hey man, I just want to let you know that we're trying everything, it's not clicking, maybe we need to make sacrifices because that's the truth. Everybody, all the philosophers, religions say this: if you want something, you have to make sacrifices. And I told him, take your time to decide what are you gonna sacrifice or what you want to sacrifice so that your business can thrive and we hit our goals. And he took the time, then he replied back with something he wanted to sacrifice, and I'm like, no. Here's the thing, sacrifice doesn't work like that. You can't sacrifice things that you value here to get to here. If you want to get to like from here to here, you have to sacrifice at least here. The sacrifice has to be big enough if you want big things in life. So I was like, those are not big things, bro. Like you can easily sacrifice those and it won't even hurt you. The strategy with sacrificing is that you have to think about what you want to sacrifice and then you list it out, and something will pop up in your head that, hey, maybe I can sacrifice that, and your mind will immediately tell you, hey, I can't sacrifice that, or I don't want to sacrifice that. And that's the exact thing that you have to sacrifice. That's the hard thing about it. It's a thing that you don't want to sacrifice, but you have to sacrifice so you get what you want. And if you're lucky, the things you sacrifice, you might get back after you got what you want. So for example, I'm sacrificing my time with my family. If I get what we want, which is getting to 50K per month with our agency or with our business, after I get there, if I still have my family, I can spend time with them. Obviously, I lost a ton of time with them, but I can still spend maybe, that's the thing, maybe. It's not guaranteed that I'm gonna have my family time in the future. And that's the painful thing about sacrifice. If you're lucky, you might get it. It's the same thing with the results. There's no guarantee that you are gonna get what you want just by making the sacrifices. You might get it. I'm tearing up as I'm saying it, but you might get it if you're lucky. And sometimes it gives you the highest chances of success if you make the sacrifice. But just by giving the highest chances of success doesn't mean you're going to succeed or get what you want, but it's the highest bet you can make. So I was talking to Rajat and I told him that, hey, the things you want to sacrifice. I told him just this, that it's not guaranteed and it should be something that painful. It shouldn't be something that's easy to do. And I told him that I'm going to sacrifice my time with my family. That's what I've decided to do. That's the most valuable thing in my life right now. And that's what would practically help me to grow the business. Like if I spend less time with my family, sacrifice it and put more, all of those time into the business is gonna help me do more work, get more results. And I told him that, and he's like, it never even came to my mind that I would like, or I would want to sacrifice my time with my family. It's like I didn't even think about it, and thinking about it just teared me up. That was painful, and kudos to him. He decided to sacrifice the same thing. So both of us are sacrificing the same thing. We started doing it. Uh, started we started spending less time with our family, spending more time in our office doing the work. Even if we're at home, we're just in our room trying to work. I might have been slacked a bit. I'll come to that. But we are trying to follow the plan, follow the sacrifice to our best ability. Obviously, it's family. You can't always ignore them. But it's tough, man. It's tough. It's not that easy. It's tough. It's tough. So the camera is getting hot. Anyways, so we started sacrificing. At this moment, I think Rajat is doing more than me, and the reason is because my brother just got married, which is great. Which is great. It's February 20. It's 24th of February 2025. He got married on the 17th. So this month, and I also had my master's exam, which I was pushed to do. I didn't want to take the exam, but I had to do it. So the 6 days into the exam, and then my brother's wedding, I tried to not be as engaged as I'd like to. Like I sacrificed many times where all the family members are chatting, having fun, and I'm like, I'm leaving. I'm fucking, I'm leaving because I don't want to, but I have to. But there are some times when I spend time with them, and I felt guilty that hey, I'm not sacrificing. But it's not as easy as it sounds. Sometimes you just want to spend time with them. Anyways, so. How long is the video? Wow, 33 minutes. So we made the sacrifice. We started to make the sacrifice, and this month our business somewhat grew. Like we had a ton and ton of work from existing clients. We closed a few new clients. It seems like we are pushing our revenue limits. Like maybe we'll do the best this month compared to last few months, so that's pretty cool. So the sacrifice is working. Obviously there is a lot to go. It's just getting started. We have to go a long way. Now I want to talk about a few things related to business. Last 3 months has been super stressful, super fucking stressful. First we weren't growing, which was painful. We had like talks between Rajat and I, thinking about what we want to do, what would be a better choice to make. Like, do you want to be a white label agency, or do you want to be a personal branding agency? What strategy? I'm the marketing, sales, and strategist in my agency. Rajat is the chief operating officer, so I have to come up with all the strategies and everything. I made many choices. Some of them I didn't follow through. Some of them didn't work. We tried many things. One of them being ads. Last year we spent. Obviously, it's gonna sound like just like small amount of money in the future. We spend around $1,200 $1,300, gain back like 800 or something. But the process of spending the dollars is very painful. Like we're spending money, Roger doesn't see the inverses Facebook sends us. It takes the money from my account, so I every morning or every evening it will send me a notification that this much we're spending out anywhere between $20 to $30 per day on ads, which is super low. I know in the future I'd be like, fuck man, what the fuck did you do? So maybe I should increase it, and we are increasing it. Anyways, uh, to get started, like $20 to $30 a day, that's like 3,000 4,000 taka per day, and it's just going, and you are not getting good leads. People it's some of them are like the ads are first at the beginning the ads were TM ads, so people would just cuss at us that, hey, f off, shut the fuck up, uh, use the N word and everything, just abusing our ads, and that's painful. Like you're spending money, Facebook is taking away your money, and you're just getting cussed at every day, especially in the morning, which is terrible. Then we started doing lead form ads, but those were not effective, and we're trying different things, and that's the most stressful things at the moment for me right now. Like we're trying to make the ads work, but they're not working. The money is going, and right now we are into 2,500 into ad spend. Again, these are not big money, and it doesn't. We know it's not big money, but what is stressful is we can't find a winning ad, which is very stressful. Like we are spending money, we're creating ads, but it's not working. The process is not smooth enough, which is very stressful. And there's something, this one of our target, like we want to crack ads this year so that we can finally solve the client acquisition problem. Once we have the client acquisition problem, obviously there will be more things to do, more issues, problems to solve, but there's something we really want to crack on, like how can we make paid ads work. So that's super stressful. Spending money on ads, not getting results, stressful, very stressful. Next comes up the client acquisition for personal branding. So we have two client personas at the moment. One is being content agencies to whom we provide white label editing services, and the second one is coaches or entrepreneurs who are creating content. We help them create 20 pieces of content in 2 hours. That's our offer, but the problem is people don't want videos or content, they want results, and right now we don't have results. We had 3 or 4 clients paying us to create the videos, but none of them had the results. 3 of them just quit after the first month. We had one client, Steven, which is awesome. He has been generous, kind, and awesome client to work with, but unfortunately we haven't been able to get results for him. I'm not sure how much results he got in the back end, because he has been working with us for 8 months. We create the content, the best content he runs ads with, but organically I'm not sure how much results he got. But there's no like viral views. The highest amount of views was maybe 17,000 on a video. Most of them get 300, 400, 200 views, which sucks. I've been trying to push more content from my brand. Content is not working, not getting views, which is very painful. Even if we do like over 100 to 100 to 140 outage per day, we don't get responses. Even if we do, they ask us, hey, show me what you did for other clients. We can't show them anything, which which makes it more terrible. So that's what we are working on right now, trying to crack content. So right now we are offering to do the service for free. So we'll come up with the ideation, the research, and help you record all 20 content in 2 hours. It's been like 2 weeks or 3 weeks. We are offering it for free with cold DMs, and we're getting really good responses. Really good responses. It's not just about working with them to make sure that we actually get them results. Once we get them results, we can like start getting paid for it. So that's another thing that's super stressful, because right now we are just any basic agency. We're just getting paid to do the work, follow the instruction. But I want to live a life, lead a business where clients are coming to us with a with a big pain, asking us if we can solve it for them, and I can choose whom I can work with. I know it's real. I know it's possible. Many people do it, but right now I'm right now like right now it feels like so difficult to do it, but I know I have to crack it because that gives you respect, gives you impact, and it's also gonna be high ticket, right? You're gonna you're gonna be paid high amount to solve the problem for them. You're not just a fucking video editor. No disrespect to video editors, but you're not just an editor editing video and trying to retain the client when there's like 20, not 20, 200 more people from Philippines, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh trying to grab your client. So those are the two things that's super stressful to me. Trying to crack ads, solving the client acquisition problem, solving the content game, like getting results with content, or at least getting views from content so that I can sell it to more people, become an authority so people would come to me with where they don't um, bargain with me for like $20, $50. It's not still the case, but sometimes you have to bargain with the client, which is terrible. Set I want to set myself as an authority where people would come expecting they would need to pay high amount, but they would get the results they want. They would solve the problem. I know with that business there will be many more like challenges, and that's fine. But at least I would be working with some people whom I'm really helping, like helping growing their business, growing their revenue, helping them with marketing, like genuine tangible results that I can be proud of. uh, so I think these are the 2 3 things most stressful to me right now: clients acquisition, paid ads, and content marketing. If I can solve those 3 problems, I'd be very happy, because the money, the opportunities, the respect, the impact is all in there. And obviously, with the AI revolution, so much is going on. Like so much is going on, man. Like there's so much shiny object syndrome. You never know. Like fuck. Hmm. Anyways, I'll. It's almost like 45 minutes, and the camera might bust, and I'm gonna and with some updates. So with life, uh, oh yeah, the biggest update would be, so Bhaiya just got married, so I'm planning my wedding now. I discussed it with my brother-in-law, and I am planning to get married in May. Somewhere in May is gonna the process is gonna start very soon. And then yeah, another thing, me and Rajat wanted to apply for American visas, like student visa, early this year, but things happened. I know I'm getting married soon, so that's not gonna be working. So we postponed it to next year, like January. We are gonna start applying end of this year. So yeah, end of this year or later part of this year, trying to go in like early next year before they have to get married. And we're also planning to do some traveling this year, and then like next 2 months we want to go to Malaysia, Thailand, and Singapore, and also maybe Turkey and Dubai. Those are the 5 countries we want to travel in next couple of months. Yeah. Oh yeah, the few weeks ago Rosa said that, hey, it's February, if we can get to 50K saved up profit by the end of March, that would mean that we have generated the same amount of profit we did last year. And I think how he came up with it is by, we talked to a lead who is in real estate. Um, he made more money in January 2025 than he made in the whole year of 2024. Let me say that again. He made. I spoke to a lead who made more money in January 2025 than the whole year 2024. That's crazy. Yes, and it was like over 25 million. Like making 25 million plus in one fucking month? One fucking month? Not even the month, forget the month. Like making your whole year's profit in just the first month of the new year? That's fucking crazy. So I think that's where Roger got the idea. He said, "Hey, if you can make, if you can have 50k saved up, 50k dollars saved up, in our Pioneer account, that would mean we have generated more profit in the first 3 months compared to the whole year of 2024." And I was like, "Fuck yeah!" I was like, "Hell yeah, bro! That's what we should aim for." Like this year, we are targeting like 200k or above 200k profit. And I was like, if you get to 50k profit in the first 3 months, that would be amazing. Not the best, but pretty cool. So that's what we are aiming for. It's been fun. This month we are growing a bit. That's really awesome. Like having to do this whole thing with my friend, with my bro, and setting targets and working with a really awesome team are the only three things that are making this fun and enjoyable. I'm not sure if I would have done this like single-handedly. I might have done this, but it would be so less fun, more stressful. No, like what's the like less interesting. Like you are all alone by yourself in your room. Money is coming, but you can spend the money, but it's a lot fun to work with your boys, trying to build this up, screaming at them, screaming with them, spending time with them, having the fun with them, solving the problem with them, dealing with a situation with them. It's a lot more fun than doing it all by yourself. Especially I've seen with the content agency model, all of the content agency owners have their boys or at least a partner that they're doing it with. They have a partner. I'm not sure if anyone can do it single-handedly because there's just too many things. I think that this would be the case with other businesses as well. Obviously, some businesses don't. Like if you're a coach or if you're some online entrepreneur, maybe you can do it by yourself. I don't know, but I'm so glad and so happy that I decided or I got the opportunity to build this business with my boss. This has been amazing. Uh, Apart from that, so that's the target we have now. Inshallah, we'll fill the target. And lately, I've been thinking of getting a lens, the first lens. I so I don't want it to buy it like just randomly or out of impulse buying. I've been like just watching videos and all, spending time researching about it, just having fun. And I thought I wouldn't buy it, but lately it's been like so strong that I want to buy a lens to make videos like this, maybe better videos. Yeah. Uh, Maybe I'll buy it. It's just like $200 or $250. Then I called the lens shop. They said they don't have it. It's stocked out. So now I'm looking at another lens which is like $550, absolutely the double. It's Sigma 18 to 50 millimeters, 2.8, which is a really cool lens. But this is really good. So I'm not debating like should I get it? Am I being irresponsible with my money? I'm thinking maybe I'll gift it to myself when we hit 20k, 50k profit. If we hit our goal, I'm not sure, but and to buy it, I like it. I like gadgets. I like buying all these cameras, all these gears, all these tripods, mics, and everything. Oh yeah, also got this mic for like 15k taka, which is like $150, which was a good investment for me. I was looking at this mic for a long time. After I bought the mic, I want to now buy the lens. I also want to change my bike. I'm sure once I get the lens, I want to buy something else, and I don't want to be someone who is irresponsible with his money. I know earning money is difficult, keeping the money is more difficult, so I just don't want to be like that. But sometimes I feel like, hey, I have enough, I can spend this money, but do I really have enough? Maybe not. Should I spend it? That too is also stressful. Anyways, it's such a long video, 50 minutes. I'm gonna end it here. If I miss something, maybe I'll do another video, but I'll try to do more of these videos quite frequently, maybe 2 years. The key thing I wanted to share was how stressful life has been for last couple of months. It's really showing me the true face of entrepreneurship. Uh, like it's super stressful. And I'm gonna end it with a quote that I heard recently, which has helped me a lot to keep my mind at peace. And that's the end of the video. The quote is from Gary Vee, where he said, "Entrepreneurship is like getting hit in your nuts in the micro and winning every now and then in the macro. Means you get kicked in your nuts frequently every single day, every week, every month, and sometimes like every now and then you will win, you will get a client, you will be happy, you'll solve some problem, you'll be really happy, you'll be proud of yourself, but then get into the trenches, getting kicked in your nuts, and that's fine. That's just the way it is. And I'm absolutely happy or okay to do it, but I just want to be in a business where I'm doing something meaningful. I'm something with big impact, with big results, like big money, big impact, respect, dignity, and helping people, making more money. Like, what's the point if I'm struggling so much to just to make a bit of money? And to make big money, help a lot of people through my business, or at least through the earning from my business. So that's it. I'll make another video soon. I'm not sure when, but I'll keep you guys posted. Not you guys. Who is listening to this? Nobody. I'll keep myself posted for the future. So yeah, that's it. This is for the thumbnail. Okay, cool.